relationship with all those running backs. So I was proud that they've taken all the yards after contact. So you're seeing an awful lot of that, especially last week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a physical group. I mean, they challenge and push each other. I think that's why that room is so special, because of what they're able to do within the running back room. And they always push each other, and, they'll give each other grief if, they get taken down after one hit. And I think that's why none of them really do.
Have there been plays you've seen out there where you kind of see defensive guys kind of like, man, what did I run into? Something.
I think it's just what they do in terms of wearing down the secondary guys at the end of the game. I mean, you'll see it on film sometimes. Some of these teams, they go in and, first quarter they're ready to get after them, and then towards the fourth quarter they're like, I don't know if I want to hit these guys anymore, and that's a testament to what they do, and that's something that we need to keep up and not expect, but try to make happen every week.
You guys spend a lot of time with that O-line. What's Coach Pittman like? What is it that makes him a guy that you want to play for?
We love Coach Pitt. I feel like regardless of where he's been, all of his people have always bought into what he does. He's pretty goofy, which I enjoy, but he's extremely passionate. He knows what he's talking about. He loves helping people out. I feel like whether you're first string or last string, he's going to give you the same coaching. He's going to try to bring you along just because that's what he's here for. He's here to develop young men into great football players, and he's doing a great job of it.
Higher on the rankings you guys climb, the more talk there is nationally about where you guys could land down the road. Is that a concern for you in terms of the focus now for what's going on right now instead of down the road?
We've always been focused, win or loss, regardless of the season, we're always focused on this day, and I think that's the beautiful thing about the culture that we have going on. We know if we don't win Monday, we don't have a shot at winning Tuesday, and so on and so forth, down to our goals. So we have another chance to continue to reach our goals, but it all starts with winning Monday, having a good practice, prepping for Missouri, and getting that ball rolling.
You have some senior perspective on this, but there's some young guys that haven't been through this before. Is it something that the leadership of the team talks about at this time of the year?
Yeah, it's something that we've rarely had to address. I feel like all the young guys they're really mature. I think they're stepping up, but it's something that we always just try to preach with our actions. Keep your head down. There's always something to get better. I mean, we didn't play the perfect game. We were far from it, and that's something we need to clean up and continue to progress towards.
Is that something you guys make a concerted effort to block out completely, or almost like you don't trust yourselves with knowing what's going on out there, or is it just something that you guys feel like you're mentally tough to manage even if it creeps in?
I don't know about the rest of the guys, but personally it's just something where I'm just worried about how I perform and how I help the team. I know that there's still things here and there that I need to pick up, trying to get myself a bigger role, all these things. But it's all going back to how can I help the team and how can I get better today to help us win on Saturday. And I think it's that approach that a bunch of guys have, where it's about how can I help the team today, and we're not worried about what people are saying or this, that, and the other, because I think we have a lot of humility around here, which is helping. We have a lot of just internal criticism of how we can get better, and nobody's the perfect player. I don't think anybody's reached their peak yet of what they can do, and that's what's motivating us.
Internal criticism, is that from the top?
That's from all over. We hold guys accountable around here. I think that's a beautiful thing, and we definitely try to push guys to be their best, and I don't think we're there yet, and I think that's what's motivating all of us.
What was Kirby like at halftime this past Saturday?
I feel like he's always consistent. He knew that we were leaving some plays out there. We're letting them have some plays, and he's always just on us to finish, keep fighting. It doesn't matter what the score is at halftime. I think we've all been on different sides where you're either up by a lot or down by a lot, and that doesn't matter. All that matters is keep chopping, finish the end of the race, and finish through.
Jeb, I think Elijah got a carry in the second quarter. He was like the fourth tailback ready to get a carry in that game. What's it like to be able to roll out as many guys as you can at that position?
I think it's crucial, especially at that position, just the contact they have, the amount of reps that they need to get throughout practice and all these things. We have an amazing stable of running backs, and it's great to see them go out there and perform, not just put them in the game, but see them get in the game and perform.
Jeb, what's it like seeing the fans support? I mean, they've had 4 night games, Notre Dame, and yet Nashville practically 60%. I mean, obviously y'all get into the celebration after the game when that's the appropriate time, but what's it like to know that each week those fans keep on keeping on?
I mean, just talking strictly football perspective, it's a tremendous advantage to hear their stadium get loud when it's their offense's third down. That's just such a rare thing, and I love our fans. I love our fan base. I love playing at home games, and it's such a huge advantage to take home games on the road with us. I think that's something that's been incredible.
You just said a moment ago, finish the race. 2 weeks in a row, we've heard from Coach Smart about the 50-meter mark, 100-meter race.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing that a lot?
That's exactly what I was referring to. I think he was beautifully put. He's like, nobody cares, who's winning halfway down. It just matters, how you finish. And I think that's what we're trying to keep that mentality on. How can I prepare today best to finish where I want to in the end?